Hi everyone, hope you're good. My name is Marvelous. I'm your mentor and your televangelist. I brought a topic with you today. You know, youth kept on telling me to speak more about the issue of love, and by God's grace, which I've been looking at a topic, a topic about the love. What is love? Love is the greatest force in the universe, and love is a beautiful thing. Today we shall be looking at the types of love that we have. The love that we have, there are many. I shall be giving you the one I know. You are also free to tell me the ones you know. This is going to be an interactive class. I talk to you, you talk to me. But it's not just me talking. I also want to hear from you because I know you are wise persons. You people are wise. You are wise people. You are intelligent and you're highly gifted. So I don't want it to be just one person talking. I also want to hear from you. As I told us, we have so many types of love. We have what is called philia. We have eros. We have agape. We have what we call storge. We have ludus. We also have what we call pragma. These are types of love. When you talk about philia is affectional love. Has to do with affection. A love that friends feel for each other. A love that colleagues in office feel for each other. That's called what's called philia. You'll be working with the person in the same office for many years, and maybe both of you are in the same class, you are classmates, you are in the same university or in the same primary school. You just love each other. That kind of love is called affectionate. Another type of love I mentioned is eros. Eros is what is called erotic or romantic love. It can also be called infatuation, love at first sight. It's kind of love that a boy feels towards a girl. That is called what? Eros. Another type of love I want to look at is what is called pragma. Pragma is an enduring love, the love that endures. It endures so many things. Then storge is a familiar love. It's a love that mother has for his child or his children, love that siblings have for each other. This is called what? Storge. Another one is ludus. Ludus is called what's called playful love. Playful love. These are the type of love we have, And if any of this love is being misplaced, things will go wrong in the family or in the society. I want us to take the story of Ammon and his sister Tamar as case study today. We know what happened in the Bible. When we talk about misplacement of love, a love that brother and sister share is different from what boyfriend and girlfriend share. It's supposed to be what is called, familiar love or storge. But we know that Ammon had different feeling for his stepsister, Tamar, brother to Absalom. He pretended to be sick, and he called his father David that he wanted his sister to be the one that would feed him in his inner chamber. And the girl was so innocent, she was a virgin. She trusted her brother, unknown to her that the man had an ulterior motive, a negative one for that matter. When she came into his inner chamber to feed him, because the man made sure that every other person that was there were asked to go out. So when they went out, it was only him and his sister Tamar that were left. He overpowered her because he's a man, and he was able to rape her. And after that rape, the Bible said that he fell in love with his sister, his half-sister Tamar. After that, that love was replaced with staunch hatred. He hated her, passion, and pushed her away. So this is where I want your girl to be very, very careful. Because a lot of men might pretend to love you. Some might even be showering you with various types of gifts, telling you that they love you, they care about you, but they don't love you. What they have is what we call infatuation. Erotic love, eros, they are only after what you have in between your legs. By the time they have slept with you, that's love, in parentheses or in quotes, turns to what? Bitterness, turns to hate. That's why when you call the person, he wouldn't pick his call because he has gotten what he wants or what he wanted. In the same vein, many ladies that pretend to love a man, they don't love the man, they're just after his pocket, his money. That's why a girl can pretend to love you and you see yourself, you pay her school fees, buy her things, before you know it, she will tell you that you are no longer qualified to be her husband. And it's very, very appalling and very, very disappointing that you don't love the guy, you pretend to love him, he spends money on you, hoping that you're going to be the wife. And at the 11th hour, the guy got disappointment. It is very, very bad. So let us, try to place our priorities right. I also want you to, know the kind of love you feel towards somebody. This erronic, what is it called? Erroneous, what is it called? Sorry, erotic love we are talking about. If it's well used, it can increase and develop into real love, which husband feels to his wife. As a matter of fact, when you see a girl at the first sight, saying that you love her is an understatement. But there's no how you can love somebody just for the first time. Love is not spontaneous. It takes time to develop, to grow. And there are some ingredients that helps love to grow, like character, your behavior. How do you treat the person? No matter how beautiful you are, how handsome you are, if you don't have a good character, nobody will see your beauty or your handsomeness again. That's why you see some ugly girls that are getting married because of their good character. You see the queens, the slave queens, they are still single because they are not well mannered. So ladies, let us look inward and look at our manners. Are we well mannered? Are we respectful or disrespectful to others? Are we arrogant? Are we honest? Are we trustworthy? These are the character, the traits that we should look, the virtues that we should look. Are we virtuous women? These are the things we should ask ourselves. The same thing is applicable to men. Are you a good man? Are you trustworthy? Are you faithful? Are you dependable? Are you a flirt? And promiscuous. You jump from one girl to the other. That doesn't make you a man. You're simply but a boy. You play ball. Every man stands by one woman that he loves. That makes you a real man. Jumping from one girl to the other doesn't make you a real man. It makes you a playboy. Someone that ordinarily would have called you brother or uncle. It's now your sex mate to sleep around with the person. Where is your dignity as a man? And where is your respect as a man? The same thing is applicable to a woman. All that glitters is not good. If you know you don't love a man, don't pretend to love him because of his money. Because it is very, very bad for you to pretend to love a man and he now pays your way through the university. At the end of the day, you're now telling that you are no longer interested, but you have seen someone that is more educated than him. But you were there when the money was being spent on you. You never knew that he is not educated. So please, I want us to look at our character. Because love conquers so many things. Love will stand every opposition. And if you love the man truly as we profess, you will not squander his money, and at the end of the day, you tell him that you're no longer interested in the marriage. Because you've gotten your certificate, you've gotten your degree, and you feel that the man does not befit you any longer. The same thing also goes to the men. You see a lady that is struggling with you, both of you are hustling together, trying to, to climb to the ladder of success or make ends meet. By the time the money has come, that is when the man will now know that the girl does not befit his social status. He will now push her aside and go for the graduates. It is not okay. It's not good. At the initial time, when you were struggling, those slave queens didn't see you. It was that lady that saw you, accepted you as a raw material. Both of you work together. By the time you've made the money and you've acquired the certificate, you now find that she's a low class. Through taste of love, that you stand by each other, come rain, come sun. That is true taste of love. And through taste of what? affection. We know that agape love means divine or universal love. It's a love that God has towards mankind. Despite our weaknesses, He still loves us. And that is the kind love that God wants husband to have towards their wife. Your wife will have weaknesses, but they still want you to love her despite her weaknesses. And your wife, work on your weaknesses. And if you're still single and you have some character problems, work on yourself. Because no man wants nonsense. You are asking God to give you a man that will love you the way you are, or a woman that will love you the way you are. If your character is not okay, nobody will tolerate your character. Work on your character. Nobody likes nonsense. If you're stubborn, ask God to help you to be humble. Let God take away pride and arrogance from you. If you don't know how to manage, ask God. If you have problem with anger, let God help you. Nobody wants nonsense. If you're a womanizer, work on yourself. Let God teach you contentment, how to be contented with a lady, not just with different women. So no matter the weakness you're experiencing, God doesn't condemn you. His eyes are wide open to accept you, if only you're willing to come to Him, to change you. We are talking about love. There are some sacrifices to pay. If you really say you love somebody, you must stand by that person. You must stand by the person you say you love. You must stand by that person, despite what happens, or despite what the challenges. Another person I want us to look at is Lot and his two daughters. The kind of love that they felt for each other, that they felt for their father, it is in the placement of love. That is not how daughters will start thinking of the father in that manner. It is incestuous type of love. Instead, father sleeping with the daughter. First of all, they made their father drunk, and both of them took turns. The senior daughter slept with the father and became pregnant. The following day, the second daughter also slept. Both of them became pregnant and gave birth to male children. One is called Ammon. One, these are the people that fought the people of Israel, the Ammonites. One is the Moabites and the Ammonites. They kept on fighting the children of Israel because they are children that were getting from an abominable sexual relationship. Incest. And it's still happening today in our society. See brothers sleeping with their sisters, just like the way Ammon slept with his stepsister, Tamar. He raped her, forced her. That one is double atrocity. Rape and also incest. So these are misplacement of love. There are so many ladies and maidens out there you would have gotten if you wanted to get married or fall in love. Not to fall in love with his own half-sister. The same thing is applicable to Lot's children, Lot's daughter. There are so many men that they would have slept with her and have gotten children and not with their father. These are misplacement of love. We must not allow ourselves to fall into the same problem. And that's why it is written in the Bible for us to learn lessons and live our lives right. I told us that love is not spontaneous, it takes time to grow. I told us that if somebody just comes to you and says, I love you, look at that person. How can you just love me? Just see me. These are what infatuation. Love at first sight. That's not real love. You understand? Love expresses itself in humility and also in giving. John 3:16. God so much loved the world that He gave His Son. You can't claim to love somebody if you've not given to that person. Love has to do with what? Giving. You give yourself wholeheartedly. You exchange gifts. You are just to please your partner. That is love. Love is not ill-mannered. Love is not arrogant. It's not proud. And love does not keep record of evil. Love endures all things. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. That is love. Love is the greatest commandment. If you don't love yourself, you cannot love others. Do you love yourself? Reflect on this while I wait your replies and comments at the comment section. We draw the curtain here, ladies and gentlemen. Till I come your way next time, I remain Evangelist Marvelous. This is Marvin G's channel. Remain blessed. Thanks for free.